The Chinese have long held the Olympic gold medal in table tennis. At the 1984 Olympics, the Chinese team was asked, "Tell me about your team's daily training regime." The coach said, "We practice 8 hours a day, perfecting our strengths." "Could you be a little bit more specific?" was the reporter's question. "Here is our philosophy. If you develop your strengths, to the maximum, the strengths will be so great it overwhelms the weaknesses. Our winning player, you see, plays only his forehand. Our winning player cannot play backhand. His opposition knows he cannot play backhand, but his forehand is so invincible it cannot be beaten." Welcome to JTinTheRaw, show 176. Strength-based leadership is a way of improving your business, your team, your department's success by developing their strengths. And the key to this proven philosophy is that people have a significantly higher ability to further improve their strengths compared with fixing their weaknesses. Let me say that again, because this is a key point. The key to this proven philosophy is people have a significantly higher ability to improve their strengths versus fixing their weaknesses. And with this knowledge, your leadership can be sharpened. Welcome to JTinTheRaw, show 176, where I chew the thin on business, and after 30 years in business, I just got a few thins to chew. Coming to you live from my downtown park here in Beecroft. So, what happened this week? Well, this week I was chatting with a business owner about using mystery shopping in their business. Some of you may have seen that it's one of the services that we offer in the fitness industry is mystery shopping, where we mystery shop clubs around their sales processes. And this owner was really keen to find the weaknesses of his sales process. So we were talking a lot about how does he close more sales, what does his process look like, etc., etc., etc. And I could hear in his voice the pure excitement that he was going to be able to find the weaknesses in his systems and then develop training programs around improving the weaknesses of his sales team. Which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It makes perfect sense. Do a mystery shop, find the weaknesses, train on the weaknesses. That's what we would normally do. But it got me thinking, because I'd always heard this story about the 1984 Olympics and the Chinese table tennis coaches' press conference. And so I went looking for it and I Googled it, and that's where I found this information around leadership and strengths-based management. And it makes perfect sense, really, although it's kind of weird. So this concept is that we improve our strengths so much that they take over our weaknesses. So what the Chinese found is that if they improved their forehand in table tennis so much that they actually had the ability to get around the court and always hit a forehand and never have to hit that weak backhand. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses that you have to do in your business? And so today I want to give you three tips to implement strength-based leadership in your business. If you're up for those 3 tips, listen carefully right now. Here's the process. Step 1, list your company or your department or your team's strengths. Now, I'd suggest your strength is defined as your ability to exhibit a near perfect performance and to do that consistently. So strength is defined as a near perfect performance that you can do consistently. So step one is create this list of strengths that you have, or your employees have, or your team has. Step two is rank those from the most important strengths to the least important strengths. Identify then those ones that are core to the business, because you might have some strengths that are just simply unrelated to the business, unrelated to your team development, unrelated to personal development. And then number three is work out an investment strategy to developing your employees' strengths. And what does that look like? Who's that? Charlotte Hallam. All the girls are off to school. You can see I'm in a park. And there's Alana. Very funny. See, this is a live video, isn't it? It's live. So number three is then invest your time, your energy, your training and your education into further developing your employees' top ranked strengths so that they get even better and that they can dominate your business for you. Looks like Zoe's heading off to school too. So excuse me one moment. Bye. Have a good day. Love you. See ya. See, it's a live show. It is live. So step three is to invest in ongoing training and education and your energy to make those strengths even better. Okay, so let me go through those three again, because I want this to be super clear for you. Is the first step is list your strengths. The second step is is then to rank those strengths. Then the third step is invest in making those strengths even stronger, even better. Can you do it? Do you like this concept? Give me a love heart right now if this is something that you think you could do, either personally, with your team, with your department, or with your entire company. List your strengths, rank your strengths, and then work out what training you need to further enhance those strengths. Now, here's a hint. If you want to improve your business and your business efficiencies, then why not consider outsourcing your weaknesses? Why not consider outsourcing your weaknesses? Why do I say that? Because we don't want to waste or use our time on those weaknesses. So think about this. If you need to perform any tasks that you're not good at or that you don't have that strength in, that fall outside it, let's outsource it. Because let's imagine you're a company that produces widgets. In fact, you make the best widgets in the world. But you don't have a skill around pricing, you don't have a skill around website design, or maybe marketing, or human resource management, or developing relationships with retailers to sell your widgets. You could outsource the areas that you are weak, or you can employ someone who does have that strength. You see, when you identify your strengths in your business, you can then clearly identify where the missing links are, and then you can employ someone or you can outsource someone for that. Ladies and gentlemen, strength-based leadership, strength-based management is a key to growing your business in the next year. We focus a lot on our weaknesses. And when we're dealing with millennials and managing millennials, when we're focusing on weaknesses, that can be detrimental to our leadership of that particular age group. So I want us to think, I want us to consider those three steps again. List your company, list your department, or list your team's strengths. Rank them from the most important to the least important. And then invest in further developing those strengths that are critical to your business. Put your time, your energy, your training, and further develop your employees so those top ranked strengths get even better, so that they become your forehand in table tennis and you never have to hit another backhand. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, just having a strength or a series of strengths is not good enough. I want you to consider an ant. I want you to consider professional athletes. They all have great strengths. All professional athletes, they've got to have a great strength to be a professional athlete. However, the world's best professional athletes are the ones that constantly practice and they improve those strengths that they have. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned to JTinTheRaw, show 176. What do you think? Has it been a good show? Has today helped you? Has it got you sort of more focused on perhaps your leadership and what you should be doing moving into 2020? I believe it'll have a positive impact on the morale of your business when you focus on strengths. I believe it'll refill your energy cup when you're focusing on strengths. Instead of always looking for the weaknesses in the business, focus on the strengths. If you enjoyed today's show, as always, I would love you to tag people in the comments below or just hit that share button and send it to your friends. Send it out there. Lots more information coming out next week about the Fitness Industry Technology Summit, some cool stuff that will be released next week, but so much happening. Quote of the week. Quote of the week is this: the world's best are the ones that constantly improve their strengths. The world's best are the ones that constantly improve their strengths. Today is your challenge, is a challenge right here for you, and it's this: work on one of your strengths today. What would it be? I want you to do this today. I want you to work on one of your strengths today and make one of your strengths even better. What is your strength? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual? What is it? And I want you to work on improving that today. You've been tuned in to JTinTheRaw, same time every single week, and I will catch you on the flip side.